to another Sim Sunday and welcome to Orbx's, is Orbx or Orbx's, it's a plural anyway, Orbx's Leeds Bradford Airport here in Flight Simulator 2024. A few days before I made this video, Microsoft and S&H Software released the updated Asobo ATR 72. In fact, they released the 42 and the 72-600 for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. And to be quite honest, guys, I really liked the previous version of this aircraft. I enjoyed flying this quirky little plane. It's clear to me that the model and the cockpit have got a lot of love and care in this new version. I really do like it. The EFB is very similar to the last version, guys, but be warned, when you're putting in your SimBrief ID, it's not enough. You've got to go into the menu settings and switch off the flight plan coming in from Microsoft Flight Simulator. I failed to do that on my first flight, and quite honestly, it simply screwed that flight up. Yep, 100% Sunday pilot error. At the time I recorded this episode, there was no GSX profile for the Microsoft S&H Studios ATR. So what I've done, guys, is I've already fueled, boarded the aircraft and set up the flight plan. So we're sort of ready to go. Leeds Bradford clearance delivery, good morning, Greenstone 7-1 Bravo, looking to pick up my IFR clearance to Belfast City.
Greenstone 7-1 Bravo, cleared to Belfast via the Pole Hill 2 X-ray departure runway 14, initial climb 4000, squawk 1741.
Cleared to Belfast via the Pole 2 X-ray departure runway 14, climb 4000 feet, squawk 1741, Greenstone 7-1 Bravo.
Greenstone 7-1 Bravo, read back correct, contact tower on 120.305.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Emerald Airlines UK and the entire crew, including myself, Victoria Ashford, your purser and my colleagues, welcome aboard Flight 71 Bravo, departing from Leeds Bradford Airport to George Best Belfast City Airport. Please take your seats as indicated on your boarding passes and ensure your hand luggage is stowed securely in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you. Should you require any assistance, do not hesitate to ask any member of our crew. Thank you.
And as you can hear, just like in the last flight, Posh Victoria is our flight attendant today. Before we get the aircraft started, I just want to say that I find the hotel mode in the ATR a little bit clunky in Flight Simulator. That means, as usual, I'll not be following the standard operating procedures. Guys, I'm going to start the aircraft engine, I should say engine number 2, the right engine first, and then I'm going to release the GPU. So I've got part of the aircraft before I request pushback and then startup of number 1 engine. Parking brake is released.
Roger, starting pushback facing west.
Cabin attendants, arm doors and cross-check. Welcome aboard Emerald Airlines UK Flight 71 Bravo. We are bound for George Best Belfast City Airport with an estimated flight time of 55 minutes. Please pay close attention to the safety demonstration, even if you fly frequently. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal fitting into the buckle and tighten by pulling the strap. Keep your seatbelt fastened whenever the sign is illuminated. Return your seatbacks and tray tables to the upright position and open window blinds for takeoff and landing. Set mobile phones and electronic devices to flight mode. Laptops must be stowed securely during takeoff and landing. Smoking and e-cigarettes are prohibited on board, including lavatories. Oxygen masks will drop automatically if needed. Pull the mask firmly, place over nose and mouth, and breathe normally. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Life vests are under your seat or between seats. Put on, fasten and inflate only after leaving the aircraft. Special life vests for children are available. Floor lighting guides you to the nearest exit. All exits are clearly marked. This ATR 72-600 has 4 exits, 2 at the front and 2 at the rear. The nearest exit may be behind you. Leave all belongings behind in an evacuation and follow crew instructions immediately. If any electronic device becomes hot or emits smoke, inform the crew immediately. The safety card contains all details. Thank you for your attention.
Ground to flight deck, pushback complete. Please ensure parking brakes are set. Standing by for confirmation of good engine start and report when ready for disconnect.
Good engine start, parking brake is set, go ahead and disconnect please.
Alright, we're disconnecting now. Stand by. Ground to flight deck, bypass pin removed. We've disconnected and crew is clear. You're good to go. See you soon.
Thank you very much for all your assistance.
Safe travels.
Leeds Bradford, Greenstone 71 Bravo, request taxi runway 14 please.
Greenstone 71 Bravo, runway 14 taxi via Alpha.
Via Alpha, taxi runway 14, Greenstone 71 Bravo. Yes guys, there are a lot of Jet 2 aircraft here at Leeds Bradford because Leeds Bradford is the home of Jet 2 of course. And in the next episode I'm going to be flying a Jet 2 737-800 of PMDG from Glasgow down to Palma de Mallorca in the Balearic Islands, recreating a flight that I'm actually going to be doing the next day in real life. Leeds Tower, Greenstone 71 Bravo, request backtrack runway 14.
Greenstone 71 Bravo, runway 14, backtrack approved.
Backtrack approved, runway 14, Greenstone 71 Bravo. Some of you may be wondering, this aircraft is a Aer Lingus Regional livery, and it's the UK subsidiary of Aer Lingus Regional called Emerald Airways UK. Yeah guys, another quirk of Brexit that I'm not going to go into on this channel for sure. And despite my accent, I live in Scotland and have done for nearly 30 years at the time of making this video, and of course Scotland's airline is Loganair, who fly ATR 42s and 72s. I would really like to have done some island hopping for this episode on board a Loganair ATR, but I'm afraid guys, you don't get any liveries with the Microsoft S&H Studios ATR. So I went on to flightsim.to as I always do, and the only livery I could really find that was any use to me was this Aer Lingus Regional. It's available in both the Irish version or the EI registered Aer Lingus Regional and of course the G registered UK of Aer Lingus Regional. Leeds Tower, Greenstone 71 Bravo, runway 14 ready for departure.
Greenstone 71 Bravo, runway 14, winds 120 at Niner, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 14, Greenstone 71 Bravo.
Contact Leeds departure. Leeds departure on 134.58. Greenstone 71 Bravo.
On the first recording of this episode, when I also flew from Leeds across to Belfast, I simply couldn't engage the LNAV on the ATR, and it was simply due to me not importing my SimBrief flight plan correctly. So a massive thank you to the A330 driver on YouTube. And as usual, Amano produced a very in-depth video on this little aircraft. And watching it this morning, I noticed that I'd missed a hidden menu that deselects the navigation in the sim in favour of SimBrief.
Greenstone 71 Bravo. Contact Belfast approach on 130.85.
Contacting Belfast approach on 130.85. Greenstone 71 Bravo. Belfast approach, Greenstone 71 Bravo. Good morning, maintaining flight level 160.
As you can see, we've started our initial approach into Belfast City. We'll be landing on runway 22 and that will be an ILS approach.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now commencing our final approach into Belfast. Please ensure all electronic devices are switched off and stowed securely until we have arrived at the gate. Kindly put away your tray tables, return your seats to the full upright position, and fasten your seat belts. Our assigned gate is Terminal Gate 6.
As you can see, the weather on today's flight isn't that conducive to sightseeing. However, when I recorded the flight yesterday, it was a lot nicer on the same approach into runway 22 at Belfast City. Kilroot Power Station, just to the east of Carrickfergus, was looking splendid in the sim. And when a lot of the points of interest are coming from Orbx, Great Britain North, Kilroot Power Station is actually in the default 24 sim, but not the 2020 sim. Carrickfergus is well represented in both sims, but if you're looking for Knocker Monument, you are going to need to get Orbx, Great Britain North for that sort of point of interest.
Greenstone 71 Bravo, runway 22, winds 120 at 14, clear to land.
Runway 22 cleared to land. Greenstone 71 Bravo.
Anyway, back to today's flight. It was definitely a much more overcast, rainy, and certainly a blustery affair as I made my approach into Belfast today.
Approaching runway 22.
Taxi to Terminal Gate 6 via Alpha, stay on this frequency.
Taxi to Terminal Gate 6 via Alpha, staying on this frequency. Greenstone 71 Bravo.
I know guys, it wasn't a great landing, but it was only my second time in this aircraft and it was very blustery. That's my excuse anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Belfast. A little known fact about this city is that it is home to the famous shipyard where the Titanic was built. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until we have reached the final parking position at the gate. On behalf of your flight crew, thank you for flying with Emerald Airlines UK. The local time here in Belfast is 9:58 in the morning.
Greenstone 71.
Anyway, welcome to Belfast City Airport, guys, or should I say George Best Belfast City Airport. This is the version from Gary at UK 2000 and is available for both Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and of course 2024. As I said at the beginning of this episode, at the time of making this video, there was no GSX profile for this aircraft. So you won't be seeing any passengers or baggage handlers. So as I bring this video to a close, how would I sum up the Microsoft S&H Software ATR 72600 in Microsoft Flight Simulator 24? You know guys, it's a very good little aircraft. It's a fun aircraft. I really enjoyed it in the previous version, and I know that I'm going to enjoy it in this one too. Thank you very much for watching, and in the next episode I'll be flying the PMDG 737-800 from Glasgow down to Palma de Mallorca. So you know what to do guys if you want to see that episode. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to be notified when that video is released. Thank you.